Hello and welcome back to another in-depth other video. Today we are going to be talking about the Christmas Snowstorm, and we already have some alerts out for this thing, so we're going to be going over that too. But if you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. Now let's get right on into it here. We have a bunch of high wind warnings from Montana and Wyoming all the way through the plains into Colorado. That is all part of this system, and I think probably the most major part of this, as seeing the NAM come in here, and I've been waiting a little bit, to be honest, because it kind of caught me by surprise how insignificant the NAM thinks this storm is going to be. But you look at like models like the GFS, and it makes it seem much more significant. So we have once again two conflicting model runs comparing the mesoscale models to the global models. So at this point we have yet another round of model wars. Remember, with Winter Storm Gale we had the GFS as the winner of that, with most of the area getting the 6 to 12 inches in the northeast, but it had that target area in that Binghamton area that I think that's the I-81 corridor, getting more snow. So maybe take the GFS into a little bit more consideration here. And the European model wasn't as right last time, so that's why I'm not going to be showing it today. The NAM was a little bit right, so that's why we're going to be showing it today too. But we gotta kind of put the reliability of these models into perspective here and really take the European with a grain of salt right now. The European is very similar to the GFS, so, you know, there's very slight differences, but I think it's going to be global versus mesoscale this time around. Now, let's go to the radar here. I do have the fronts pulled up here because we do have a little clipper system in the northeast. This will be bringing some rain and snow showers to most of the area overnight, Monday night into Tuesday morning. Could affect your morning commute if you are heading to work in the northeast. But once you get through that, you get a quick shot of cold air. Now, this will set up most of this area to get some sort of snow, especially over here, to get some sort of snowfall from this. But we also have this storm system moving onto the coast now. The low pressure is right here. This is the storm. We have some snow in parts of Canada, Saskatchewan, Alberta, British Columbia. Calgary looks like they're getting hammered right now with some snow. Edmonton's really not in it. Then we have some rain and snow showers stretching all the way down towards the Sacramento area, all the way up through areas of Washington. But let's look at those models. NAM 3-kilometer model, you can see that low pressure is not where it is right now, but it comes back down. But the low pressure is much further north than it is right now. You can see it kind of has that snowfall in Alberta and Saskatchewan right now. More snowfall in the Rockies. Then that low pressure comes down here into South Dakota. You can see that we're starting to get that wraparound here with that cold air, and it starts to pull up some moisture from the Gulf, as well as wrapping around that cold air, and those isobars are getting really close. That's possible blizzard conditions there in parts of the eastern Dakotas. Then you have that cold front set up right along here, and that's key, because once this thing starts to move into Canada, that low pressure, we start to see that wraparound snow come around, and this is the end of the NAM 3-kilometer model. NAM 12-kilometer model, you can see here it has a second low pressure forming in Virginia and areas like Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, parts of the Carolinas and Georgia, Virginia, West Virginia can see some snowfall. And then as that moves to the north and the west, actually, kind of a little bit of retrograde there, as it kind of gets into an oscillated front. You can see some wraparound snow into areas like Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Erie, Buffalo. And I think that afterwards you could see a little bit of lake effect snow. And with those winds being so significant, possibly major lake effect snow. You can see there the GFS is kind of picturing it. But let's go back here. GFS kind of has that low pressure in kind of the right spot. It's a little bit to the north, but that's okay. It has it moving across the country. Mostly that low pressure is in the U.S., but most of the snow is in Canada. And then it moves out into the plains, draws up that moisture from the Gulf, and that low pressure moves into Canada. Next low pressure forms, this time in North Carolina, has a bunch of snow falling in parts of the Great Lakes regions, as well as the Ohio and Tennessee River valleys. Then that moves north and west, and you can see there that rainfall in the northeast. That'll be melting all your snow northeast, to be kind of sad, but you know, I think that's what's going to happen here. And then it moves off the coast, and that sets up this storm system right here, which could bring some snow to some areas in the northeast. Probably not much. I don't think that. Maybe a dusting, but you know, it's a good thing to see some of that white stuff on the ground, because didn't see much of that last year. So today was a pretty short video. Not much more to talk about, but Model Wars 2.0. Let's see. Will the GFS win, or will the mesoscale models win? Global versus mesoscale. Who do you think will win? NAM or GFS? Comments in the comment section down below. I would really like to have a discussion with you guys about that, because I think that there's slight differences, but they actually end up making a big difference. In the track of the storm, areas that will be seeing some snow. Snow totals are both probably like 3 to 5 inches on both of them. But it just depends on where you get those 3 to 5 inch snow totals. And if you get those in areas like Cleveland and Pittsburgh, maybe you can get some winter storm warnings posted, and then that becomes a winter storm. Next storm on the list is Harold. But that's all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.